Again, my name is Elishea. I am a 200K promoter here with a company called Lavelle. And so 9 years ago, guys, I was in a situation. Well, I found myself one day in a fetal position. I was crying. I had reached my breaking point, right? I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I needed, but I knew that I needed something. I was exhausted all the time. I was in my 30s, and I just thought that maybe I'm supposed to feel like this. I remember I was drinking this coffee, supposed to have been this great coffee, supernatural, whatever kind of coffee, just trying to make it through the day, just get enough energy to be able to be a mom and to be a wife. And I remember one day I was laying on the floor in the fetal position, and I was just crying. I knew I needed something. I just didn't know what it was. I saw someone make a post that said, making money without your health is ludicrous. Well, I knew him, and I was familiar with his lingo, and I knew that he was talking about something different. And he sent me a video, and that video started talking about this product called the Thrive Experience, right? And I would see it and said all these amazing things that it could help you with. It was going to help you with energy. It would help you with discomfort. All of these great things that it could do. But the big thing was I was a skeptic. I placed the order, and I remember taking the product the first day. The first day I took the product, I felt something. I knew I wasn't exhausted. I didn't have to take an afternoon nap. I was moving around. I felt energetic. And those were things that I had not felt in a long time. And so I said, you know what, maybe it's a placebo, right? I just want it to work. So I kept going. The second day was the same thing. I felt amazing. I was up. I was doing things. I was seeing things clearly. But day 3 was my day, right? I had been dealing with a digestion issue. I was not moving how I should have moved, right? If you could just read between the lines. I wasn't doing what I needed to do. But day 3 was the kicker for me. Everything started working the way it needed to work. I felt amazing. My body was getting the nutrients that it needed. I wasn't sluggish. I wasn't tired. I noticed that I didn't have those joint discomforts. After a while, I started noticing that I was able to keep on my heels in church, right? I was able to walk in heels because I was not dealing with joint discomfort and swelling and fluid. I started telling everybody about the product. I wasn't trying to sell it. I was just saying, hey, listen, I found something. And if it worked for me, I know it worked for you, because I was a skeptic and people knew that I was a skeptic. And so I started sharing it with everyone. And eventually that job that I needed in corporate America, the product changed my life. I didn't get in it looking for money, but it changed my life to the fact that I was able to build this business full time, put my children through school, put them through college, was able to do what needed to be done, was able to do a whole lot of things that changed our life up until just recently when my husband passed. He was proud of me with this company because of all the things that he saw me accomplish with this company, the company that I heard from him in the beginning. And so I'm excited, guys, that you guys have been able to hear my testimony. But tonight, guys, you're going to hear the testimonies of people that this product has done something for them already. But I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to get on the line, one of the first people that I called and told him about this product. I said, hey, can you do me a favor and take a look at this? And he did it. He looked at it as a friend. But the next morning, he called me excited, just like I was excited. He was like, where did you find this at, and how can I get it? And from then until this day, 9 years, we've worked close hand in hand. He is also a Millionaire Recipient Award recipient in our company. That's when you've earned over 7 figures or more in this company. We stand side by side. We are business partners. He has 100% of the information, and so I'm super excited to get out of his way. Mr. Gary Simmons, are you on the line?
Yes, I am, ma'am. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Hey, thank you for that great introduction. Sometimes I think you're talking about someone else because I'm just like you. We're regular, everyday folks, and I'm not going to make this call about me. But why are you here on this call, guys and gals? I want to bring on our special guest because you all have been waiting, and I've been waiting. I absolutely enjoy this young lady's story. The Thrive Experience is non-GMO. It's a natural product, over 100+ ingredients working together in a synergistic blend that targets nutritional gaps is different for everybody. So you take it the right way on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, and you're done for the day. So, Miss Shalonda Anderson, if you can hear me out there, unmute your line for me, and let's get right to the meat and potatoes of this call. And we again appreciate everybody for dialing in. Can you hear me out there, Shay?
Yes, I can. Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure. I just wanted to kind of touch on the Thrive experience. When I first met Gary, I was in like a dark space, like really dark. I had just lost my mom. I just wasn't myself. I was always angry. My mood, I had a lot of discomfort in my back. And I believe like the second day I met Mr. Simmons, he told me about the product. He like, just tried it out. He wasn't trying to sell me or anything like that. And I'm like, and so I was like, I'm going to try it out. And I was like, well, why not? I'm putting everything else into my body, not eating right. At the time, I was drinking a lot of cappuccinos and stuff like that. And I was kind of abusing my body, like my diet and everything like that. So when he gave me the product, the first day I felt a change. But I thought it was a mind thing. I'm like, okay, this seems okay or whatever. The second day, I noticed my mood started to change more. I noticed a lot of discomfort that I had in my back because I had a real back injury where the doctors was trying to give me surgery, and I didn't want to take that route. I noticed a lot of that discomfort, started to kind of go away. And then the third day, it felt like something magical was happening. And I started to notice like my food, the food intake started to change a little bit more. I was more interactive. I was in a better mood with my kids. A lot of that discomfort that I was dealing with in my back from my injury, from my accident, it started to, release. And I just noticed like a shift, but it was a shift for the better. I started to focus a little bit more on like health and wellness, just trying to get back into, working out, my mood, being more active. I'm always busy and I get pulled in so many different directions. And so just taking that supplement, it really started to help me, and I've seen a difference very fast.
I like that. And I think everybody has a very unique experience on this product. And I listened to everything you said, and I had none of those experiences when I took it. My life was totally different, and I won't get too much into my story, but I point that out because today we live in a society where people really do live on stimulation. They're chasing caffeine, they're chasing sugar, because the foods that we eat are so nutritionally depleted. The soils that we're growing foods in today have been wiped out a long time ago, and even when people are eating healthy, in their opinion, they're reading the ingredient panels and the labels, it has this and it has that, but it's synthetic. The body's not designed to absorb synthetic nutrients. So many times people are craving, many times they're tired and they're always hunting for calories. They're really hunting for nutrition. And because the foods we eat don't have a lot of real nutrition in it, we're constantly just churning through food to get whatever little nutrition we can out of it. I hope that makes sense. So what I want everyone to do is reach out to Shalonda. Get yourself a free account with Lavelle.com. You don't pay anything for that. Google's free, Facebook's free, Yahoo's free. The free brand is the way to go. We're over 10 million plus customers, guys and gals, and they're all here for a very different reason. Some people aren't sleeping well enough, so now they're sleeping like a baby. Some people sleep too much, but now they're up and alert, right? It's whatever the individual needs, because this is designed to target nutritional deficits, which is different for everyone. So I promise that this wouldn't be a long call. Those of you who have an affinity for business, if you're saying, hey, this Lavelle company, this Thrive Experience thing might be something I could be interested in, one of my jobs as a brand promoter is to expand the brand and bring on new people to help us grow. So what I will do real quickly is drop my number for those of you who want the business info, because I don't want to get into that on this call. Let me just get it out of the way. My number is 754-368-9473. It's 754-368-9473. Shoot me a text message with your name. We can talk offline. I'll send you the VIP brochure, the comp plan, all that good stuff. And, I'll even give you 3 days on this product so you can make up your own mind. Now, that's all I want to say. Ms. Anderson, thank you so much for being on to share your story with us. Guys and gals, we asked her to do this. We always like when customers come on board and give us a positive experience, and we can share it. That's how we grow our brand, right? They're not necessarily trying to get you into anything other than what's good for yourself, but we depend on customers who have great stories, and we appreciate you for taking the time to share tonight. And we appreciate everyone that actually joined this call in support of your friend. You're an absolute gem for doing that. So with the guys and gals, I'm going to wrap this call up. And I thank everybody for listening tonight. And this call is officially a wrap. Have a thriving good evening.